Hey everyone, this is my finale fanfiction for Mystic Knights. Kind of. I couldn't really just do a finale fanfiction because the ending set up like a whole other season, and also there's all the toy reveals that from like back in 1997. I don't know if they actually came out or not, but I didn't want to just ignore all that. I wanted to incorporate all that in some way. I wanted to give the feeling of like what a second season might have been. And so I figured the best way would be to give like really brief descriptions or summaries of each episode or arc. So here's that. Mystic Knights Battle Thunder. Kells had entered a new era of peace. However, it was short-lived as Mitre and Nemain launched their assault. The Sentinels battled the Knights. With Angus gone, they were at a disadvantage. Even with Rowan's Battle Fury armor, the Sentinels were too strong. They went to Finvara for help. He told them that it was possible they each could get their own Battle Fury armor. Each of them had to go on their own journey. Rowan would remain to defend Kells. Angus, meanwhile, was on his way to Torrimore. Once he arrived with Maeve, they were both shocked to meet someone there. A new knight. Shonen, Mystic Knight of Swamp. He allies with Maeve. Angus and Pyre must take them on alone. The others each defeat the Sentinels and gain their own Battle Fury modes. Mitre summons new Sentinels, the Creep Sentinels, more powerful than the old ones and a match for the new Battle Fury Knights. Back with Angus and Pyre, a cursed mirror creates the Rock Knight, an evil reflection of Angus. In addition to Maeve and Shonen, he must now also deal with the Rock Knight. Maeve teaches Shonen magic. He's quite adept. The Creep Sentinels are strong and ally themselves with Torque and Temra loyalists. Torque doesn't know they're creations of Mitre. Another knight, Liam, appears with the massive Thunder Carrier. It's a giant black crocodile. He's come to challenge Garrett for the hand of Princess Lynette. Before Garrett had agreed to marry her, Liam was her betrothed. Eventually, they work out their differences. Liam discovers and takes on his own mystic powers, becoming the Mystic Knight of Storms. Finvara informs the knights of the mighty megaliths, ancient beings, prophesies to work with Liam's Thunder Carrier. Deirdre's Battle Fury armor allows her to fly, and she travels the land, searching for a dragon Finvara saw a vision of. She finds Drax, the Drageen, now matured. He's one of the prophesized megaliths. Ivar and Liam travel to Slain to find the Great Bull. It's the next megalith. They tame it and return to Kells. Angus finally manages to defeat the Rock Knight with the help of Luged. Together they battle Shonen and Maeve. A cave-in leads to Luged and Shonen being trapped. With no other choice, they work together to free themselves. Shonen becomes Luged's friend and turns on Maeve. Maeve tries to use the cursed mirror, but without her magic, her spell backfires and she's trapped within the mirror. Angus, Shonen, and Luged ride Pyre back to Kells. With the entire team now united, they have the power to defeat the Creep Sentinels. Nemain flees back to her island ruins, leaving Mitre on his own. Torque is defeated and taken prisoner to Ivar's kingdom to be put on trial for theft. The knights launch a full offensive assault on Mitre. Mitre tries reviving several old monsters to hinder their path, but they best each one. Ivar retrieves his chalice, and Shonen uses magic Maeve taught him to weaken Mitre. Aideen takes Mitre to Tir na Nog, where he's placed in prison under constant watch. Ivar bids farewell to his friends and returns home. Jumping ahead in the future, we see Deirdre taking the throne from her father. Shonen becomes her new druid. Kells and Temra are united and ruled as one. Angus takes care of the dragons and other creatures they've allied with. Garrett returns to Princess Lynette. Liam met a new princess and is going off to live with her. Rowan and Luged are welcomed into Tir na Nog. The marks of Draganta allow them to become fair folk and live there. Aideen is overjoyed to be able to see eye to eye with Rowan. Finvara tells Rowan he may become the next fairy king. Rowan turns down the offer, but Luged enthusiastically accepts as he's become very popular among the little people. Mystic Knights was kinda hard to put together a finale for, since it ends on several cliffhangers. Not only were there toys I wanted to incorporate the story, there was also Shonen, the Mystic Knight of Death, or Swamp. I went with Swamp since I don't think even this late into Fox Kids they'd be cool with a character whose whole thing is death. There's a lot I had no idea where to go with. The marks of Draganta were a big mystery, and I didn't know what to do with them. My best guess was that they could somehow tie in with Tir na Nog. I wanted Rowan to end up with Aideen. I think the show wanted Rowan and Deirdre together, but I prefer Aideen. It's my story, I decide the ships. The Rock Knight, I wasn't sure what to do with. Maybe he's Angus himself, or maybe he's just a random monster. I went with him being an evil version of Angus. Temra, I didn't know how to handle. I'm not super familiar with the Celtic mythology Mystic Knights loosely follows. I settled on Temra, being ruled partially by King Conifer of Kells, but there's occasional flare-ups of loyalist rebels. Maeve, I didn't want to get rid of permanently, but I needed a way to sufficiently end her as a potential threat. The mirror I came up with fit the story. So that's that for Mystic Knights. I loved the show. It was a unique entry in the Fox Kids Ameritoku canon. I'm hoping other fans will write their own fan fictions. That's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. So yeah.
Did you change the channel?